Hi all, my name is Hemant. I'm the lead of the team Circuit Mavericks. Today I am presenting kineguard. We are moving beyond traditional wearables to build a true piece of physical AI infrastructure. A real-time kinematic constraint enforcement system engineered to operate completely at the biomechanical edge. Currently, there is a dangerous disconnect between the monitored clinic and unsupervised reality. In the clinic, physiotherapists correct your form instantly, but at home, patients enter an unsupervised blind spot. Traditional alternatives fail. Passive braces promote muscle atrophy, and optical trackers are too expensive for home use. The result? Unsupervised exercises lead to improper form, micro tears, and weeks of delayed recovery. This is where kineguard introduces a paradigm shift, moving from autopsy to prevention. Standard IoT trackers simply log your data into the cloud. They record an injury minutes after it had already happened. kineguard relies on localized digital signal processing to intervene in under 50 milliseconds, stopping the joint before it crosses the threshold of injury. To achieve this zero latency intelligence, we bypasses the cloud entirely. Built on the Myosa 5.0 platform, kineguard's architecture uses a ESP32 hub connected via an I2C bus to a 6-axis MPU 6050 IMU, a BMP180 for environmental context, and dual output warning mechanism. Everything is computed locally. Our system is driven by three distinct engines. Engine 1 guarantees absolute spatial awareness. We utilize an complementary filter with an alpha of 0.92 fusing the high frequency responsiveness of the gyroscope with the low frequency stability of the accelerometer. This estimates drift and provides a flawless real-time joint estimate. But tracking the angle isn't enough because static limits ignore momentum. Engine 2 is our velocity AI. High velocity drastically increases the shear force on recovering ligaments. Therefore, kineguard actively calculates angular velocity to dynamically compress the safe range of motion. If you move too fast, the system physically shrinks your limit to give you joint and appropriate braking distance. Engine 3 is designed to predict muscular failure. Medical literature defines tremor and gross motor failures within a critical 3 to 8 Hz window. By executing a zero crossing algorithm on the raw IMU data, kineguard isolates this specific frequency. If fatigue is detected, the system immediately penalizes the dynamic limit by an additional 10 degrees to force a rest period. All three of these engines, angle, momentum, and fatigue, tunnel into a single actionable clinical truth, the biomechanical risk score. This continuous equation normalizes the data. If the user combines physical risk factor exceeds 0.6, if the user's combined physical risk factor exceeds 0.6, the system instantly engages its feedback loop. This enforcement is handled by a deterministic state machine. kineguard transitions seamlessly from a safe state into a warning and ultimately triggers a 2500 Hz piezo siren during an alert. If muscle exhaustion is detected, it shifts to a distinct 900 Hz fatigue wave. But theory is only as good as its real-world execution. I will now demonstrate the 4-phase live protocol providing our physical AI in action on the hardware itself. So it is uploaded as a separate video. Thank you for watching.